So I got this unit on Facebook Marketplace for £100, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to convert this into a bathroom vanity for my ensuite. Come through here, I'll show you what the plan is. So we've already got the plumbing installed in the wall and the electric, so the vanity is going to sit here. And it does have like a kind of headboard thing behind it, which I'll show you, which I've already started to clear up downstairs. But I think it's gonna look so perfect when it's in there and all done. Let's go.
So first up was clearing out all of the mystery items that somehow made their way into this cupboard so I can actually get to work. I also removed the wheels from the bottom of the unit because I was worried they were going to scratch the tiles.
Nice. Here's a bit of damage that we're going to have to do back in, but she's not looking too bad.
Then I hauled the unit down the stairs and out into the garden because our house is already dusty enough inside. And then it's time for everyone's favourite part, the sanding. But for some reason, in B&Q, there's a shortage of sanding paper, or there's been a sanding paper heist that I'm unaware of. But luckily we already had enough for this job. So I used a mix of my mouse sander, sanding blocks, and just plain sandpaper, whatever was easiest to get in all of those nooks and crannies. The blocks were brilliant for the corners where the mouse sander just can't reach. So I started with a rough grit, so about 40 to 60, to strip back all of the old stain, and then I worked my way through the grains, if that's what they're called, to end in 180 and 240 grit. So we finish on a fine sandpaper, which makes all of the difference. Do not skip going through the sandpaper grains. So it ends smooth enough that you don't see any scratch marks showing through the final finish. And then we got onto the satisfying bit, which is the staining. I use Osmo Oil and Wax in the shade Antique Oak for this finish. It does look a little red on camera, but in real life it is not that colour, and it's a rich chocolatey brown. So I brushed it on with a paintbrush and then wiped back the excess with a microfiber cloth. And top tip, use old cloths that you do not care about because you will never see them again. This stuff never washes out, and you really don't want it on your favourite jumper either, so wear sensible clothing. It's a messy job, but it is so worth it. And watching that flat wood come alive again is so addictive. There was a little bit of a repair job needed on the upstand, and I just used No More Nails on the broken section, wiped off the excess, and then clamped it into place and left it to dry. And here is the re-stained unit all together. It's already looking so much better, but now let's fix that upstand.
So yesterday I finished sanding and staining this unit, and she's looking real good. So today I want to focus on this upper section of the unit. This used to have like a baby pink tile in it, which was not quite the vibe. So I'm going to use leftover tiles from our ensuite to get this bit filled in, and I'll see you after that. This board came in that void of the upper bit of that unit. So I've drawn where the hole is that you'll see in the unit. And then I'm going to use these Claybrook tiles that were left over to tile this.
So next up, I wanted to add some detail to the upstand. So I cut these tiles we got from Claybrook. They are the Tan range in the shade Adobe. And I used my wet tile cutter to get those perfect cuts.
Now everything's cut. Now it's the exciting bit of gluing it all down.
So then I set them all in place with an adhesive and then went straight onto the grout, which is another Claybrook favourite of mine. The shade is Driftwood. And all of this ties in with the tiling from our ensuite. And then to secure the board to the upstand, I used No More Nails again. I kid you not when I say our house is held together with No More Nails. What a product. But just to be safe, since the tiles added more weight than expected, I did put a few screws in here to secure it all together.
And that is the Vanity upstand complete.
So then it's time to bring the old hardware back to life. I soaked the hinges and handles in a baking soda and vinegar mix for about 20 minutes and then gave them a quick polish with a cloth. To finish up, I used Rub and Buff in European Gold. It instantly gave them that warm metallic shine that I was after. And I have since learned that you should definitely wear gloves with this stuff, so don't be like me. And then the final step is I cleaned up the marble top with just some very liquid and water. Really feels like we struck Facebook Marketplace gold with this piece.
We are officially ready to put everything back together again.
And when I say we, I mean Lawrence. What would we do without him? So we put it all back together with some trusty screws and a few token blobs of No More Nails again. And just like that, it is complete.
I actually can't believe that we're finished. The whole unit has been fully restained, repaired. We've even brushed up the whatever that is. So we've got the plumber coming next Thursday, and then it will be usable. So we're very much on the home straight.
And that's us done. So next time you'll see it, it'll be fully installed with the sink in our new ensuite. And if you enjoyed this upcycle, don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss the reveal.